Welcome back, everybody. Thank you to everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed so far. I'm really glad to be playing this. So without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, so let's talk to the chief then. Rainsfall. Man, what a name. I love Indian names.
Hello?
Come in. You don't sound very well.
I'm not. I think I'm dying.
And I hope you find peace.
I don't know too much about peace.
Apparently not. Did you have fun with my son, the impetuous prince? I believe you went on a raid with him.
I'm sorry.
I suppose I lack the grandeur of a conventional king.
I don't know too many kings.
Colonel Favors, he has already exacted some measure of revenge for the raid. 2 women were assaulted by his men.
I'm very sorry about all of this.
Yes. Sometimes the correct path, the bravest path, is the least obvious, and also the gentlest. I'm a great disappointment to my son.
Your son seems to want a war.
My son thinks there is glory in death. Maybe he's right, but for me, I saw death being handed out so freely by the most foolish of men, I never could equate it with victory. Glory has come in service. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know.
I've killed a lot of people. For a whole lot of dumb reasons. I ain't never seen much glory in it.
Well, your friend, Mr. Vanderlyn, he talks a lot. I don't know him, but my son is easily led.
I'm not sure I get you.
Well, perhaps we could go for a ride. I'm an old man. My whole life I have tried to bring peace.
But I ain't doing so good.
Then maybe you can take pity on my plight. Please, it won't take long. And maybe I can help you with that cough.
Sir! I'm glad I caught you, sir.
Captain Monroe, do you know my friend, Mr. Morgan?
No, sir. I don't have the pleasure.
Arthur Morgan.
It's an honor, sir.
How can I help you, Captain?
I was just in Saint Denis. I spoke with the mayor. It's not good news, I'm afraid. May I ride with you for a little?
Of course. Follow me.
So where are we going?
I want to show you a site up in the mountains that's long been sacred to me. A place for reflection and healing. What is this news, Captain Monroe?
Yes, sir. As I mentioned, I did speak again with the mayor and the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Saint Denis at length. But regrettably, it appears the oil company has already received approval to move forward with drilling on the reservation's land.
I supposed as much. So what does that mean for us now?
I'm not sure just yet. I didn't get the impression anything would be happening for a few months. I'm very sorry, sir. I did everything I could.
I know, Captain.
And I assure you I will continue to do as much as I can. Mr. Morgan, would you have time to help me at all? I would rather certain actions were taken by friends outside the tribe.
Interesting.
Sure, I can help.
That's good news. Thank you. Come meet me on the reservation whenever you can. Any assistance would be much appreciated, Mr. Morgan.
Well, I guess we are at the point of our lives where we are doing good deeds just before we go out.
Anyway, gentlemen, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you both soon.
Sure.
Thank you, Captain.
Enjoy the ride.
We'll continue on this way. I'm going to look for some herbs to give you.
Is that going to be enough, I wonder, to cure me? Probably not. Just ease my
See
pain.
the wolves over there feasting on that horse? Brutality and beauty are both all around us. Yet so often we're unable to see past our own grievances. This is what I try to teach my son.
We could kill them.
Go on, get out of here!
Good. There was no need to harm them.
Oh, and Rainsfall agrees with our action? Well done then, I guess.
We can talk if you want, Mr. Morgan. But don't feel like you have to. It's a beautiful ride ahead if you need some time to think.
Oh, let's talk. Definitely.
So, we don't know each other too well, but I wanted to speak to you about your son. I was there on the raid to steal back those horses, and, well, you know something of Dutch, I think.
Yes, a little. Mostly from your friend Charles. Sorry, hold up a moment. That'll have to wait. Some of the plants I need will be growing down here.
Alright. I'm very interested to see if this is actually a fork in the story. Will those plants that he collects for us have any meaningful effect on us, or will it just ease our pain for a little while? I guess we'll see. Because this is also a yellow mission, it's an unskippable
This
one.
is what I was looking for. English mace. Okay, let's continue on. Now I was saying something, Oh yes. Yes, a little. Mostly from your friend Charles.
I don't know why Dutch is getting involved in your situation, and this ain't easy to say, but I just don't trust that he's got your son's best interests at heart.
So what can we do?
I don't rightly know. Charles and I just thought you should be aware. Maybe there's a way to stop things from getting any more out of control.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Let me give this some thought.
You know, I had a son once, years ago. Don't talk about him much.
Oh, what was his name?
Isaac. His mother, Eliza, the waitress I met. When she got pregnant, she knew who I was, what my life was. I didn't want to promise nothing I couldn't keep, but I said I'd do right by them. Every few months, I'd stop by there for a few days. He was such a good kid. She was too, I guess. Just a kid, 19.
What happened? Wait, stop here. I want to pick some ginseng.
Well,
We
that's
can talk more
interesting.
about this later.
We haven't mentioned even once, the game hasn't even mentioned once that Arthur had a son up to now, so interesting that such an important part of his story is being brought up just at
This
random.
will combine well.
I guess there's probably no meaning to knowing more about it now.
Wait there. I'll put these in your saddlebag. Mix these together. They taste awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up. All right, let's go. It's not much further now. What was I talking about? Ah, what happened?
I got there one day and saw two crosses outside. I knew right away. Turned out some bastards had come through. Robbed them. And shot them dead. And offered $10. It hardened me. Feeling that kind of pain. But I know now that you don't get to live a bad life and have good things happen to you.
I think you're being hard on yourself.
Maybe. All I can do now is try and make some things right. And that feller, Monroe, how you know him?
Captain Monroe was reassigned here from a regiment in the north. Apparently, the news of our conflict has spread all the way to Washington. He's a good man. He wants to help.
Well, I guess that's something at least.
The army aren't all bad men. Just as my people aren't all good. But this Colonel Favors, he walks an old line. He's obstinate and he hates Monroe. I just hope between us we can work this out. It's just up ahead. What's happened? No!
Okay, what is it? Oh, it's burned down, isn't it? I guess somebody exacted vengeance on this.
No!
Wow, I've never seen him so upset about anything.
Destroyed everything! No, I need to find the Chanupa. Who would do this?
Someone who wanted to enrage you.
Help me look around, please. The Chanupa is gone.
Of course. What is it?
A ceremonial pipe. There must be some clues to what happened here.
Oh, the pipe of peace, the famous Indian pipe of peace. Okay.
Sure looks like they was doing some drinking.
Okay, let's continue on.
Somebody really wants to make those Indians attack first, just to have reason to justify the war, I guess.
What?
Okay. Let me give this some more thought. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Please, come look at this.
Ah, I'm coming. What did he find? Let's see.
An empty bottle of whiskey.
Well, if they drank all that, they couldn't have gotten too far.
Yeah, well, still no sign of the Chanupa.
So what do we do now, man? Should I go look for it in the yellow region? Oh, there's something there. Okay, let's see. Probably not the Chanupa, but...
There's some logs here they must have used as kindling.
Oh, so this was premeditated. They didn't just happen upon it, chance upon it and burn it.
Quick, Mr. Morgan. There's someone down there. Do you have any binoculars?
They do not care much about hiding.
These brave men. Some of Colonel Favors' men. They must have been the ones who did this.
Are you surprised this happened?
Not at all. But I hope we were past this.
Well, you got land they want. Land with oil.
They moved us here. They've taken everything we had. I signed 3 treaties myself, and they've broken each one. Now they've taken the last hope. Now my people are going to want a war. A war they can't win.
Well, that's the point, I guess.
Not if I get it back.
Get it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in, get your Chanupa. No one will be any the wiser.
Would you do that?
Well, you can't go. They know why you'd come.
I don't have any money.
Nah, I don't need your money.
Yeah, at this stage in my thieving career...
Have our sacred items. But try not to hurt anyone.
Oh, that I cannot
I'll
promise.
try to ensure that they never even know I'm there, but actions don't always go the way you plan.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to search their camp and the Chanupa is right in the middle of it or anything, look at where these soldiers are. They are smack down in the middle. There's no way I can sneak around them. Well, maybe I can subdue them. Maybe. But that only goes if they're are on their own. So if there's a group of them, yeah, I will have to start shooting at some point, I think. Alright, let's assess.
I heard old Favors was trying to get him transferred. Don't like him much.
Always seemed like a decent enough fella to me.
Exactly. That's the problem. Monroe went to West Point. Favors never made it.
Interesting.
I'm sure.
So you can see the bad people are in charge.
So silly, though.
And who wants to fight them? Who cares?
Oh yeah, I cannot search like that. And there's two of them watching their back, so...
She seemed nice enough.
Alright, let's try and take out everybody we can silently, and well, then we'll see. Then we'll probably have to go loud.
The Canadian border someplace.
Now this guy's on his own.
What's wrong with this horse?
Alright, let's see if nobody else is around. Oh, is this guy... No, I don't think he can see us. Let's try this.
Huh? Who's there?
Oh, yeah, okay, I think we're made.
Fellers, over here.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, he saw me.
It's all bad.
Alright. I guess we're going loud right away. Now there was no way around it anyway. Oh, who's shooting at my head there? It's interesting if you pay attention now that I've got the Deadeye upgrade. You can see, when I enter Deadeye of course, all the critical hit spots on the enemies. And it's quite a wide one. And a weird one. I mean, okay, apart from the head, which is to be expected, there's also a critical hit zone right in the middle of the chest, which has me wondering. It's not really the heart area, it's more of the neck area and, I don't know, the solar plexus or something. It's a weird hit spot to kill somebody. Where are you going? I love it how when there's only one or two of the enemies left, they just tend to run away. It would be even more interesting if they would bring backup with them. That would make it a very interesting game mechanic. You'd have to chase them down so that they would not be able to bring said reinforcements back. Missed opportunity there, I'd call this. Anyway, now let's look for the chanupa. Now it should look like a pipe, I guess. Oh. Is that it? That's a weird looking thing. Looks more like the end of a paddle rather than anything else. And that's all we need. So let's return to Mr. Rainsfall. I don't think this is going to be enough to stop the war, though.
You found it.
Here. I got your things, I think.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm very sorry about this.
Even sacred things are only things. People, the heart, matter more. Was anyone hurt?
Yes.
It's a bad business. I should not have let you do this for me. But perhaps it will stop a bigger massacre. With these, maybe I can calm my people. Maybe I can calm my son.
I hope so.
Thank you. Take those herbs I gave you, please. And most of all, I hope you can find peace within yourself.
No, I am kind of wondering if this mission plays a role because it was a yellow one. Will these herbs help me or will this chanupa avert a war? We'll see.